Coach Diaz, can you hear us?
I can, yes.
Congratulations on the win. If you can please start with an opening statement, and then we'll go into questions from our media on the call.
Yeah, just happy for our football team. Obviously, it's been difficult with the things that we've been through in the first 6 games. I thought we practiced really well all week. I thought we practiced like a team that hadn't come off 2 really difficult losses, and I felt like we were ready to compete. I thought our guys brought great energy in the first quarter. We got off to a great start, which was a big key. Obviously, we kind of had a gut punch right before halftime, but I thought we regrouped. Offense went right back out, got a score to start the third quarter. From that point on, I thought we played great complementary football. Defense had to bail out the offense sometimes. Offense had to bail out the defense sometimes. And we made the winning plays. It was a tight game. They're all going to be tight games. That's our league. And to find a way, Cam Kitchens to make a play right there at the end, to make a big-time fourth down stop for a play like that, and then the courage of Tyler Van Dyke to make that great play call by Rhett Lashley, and then for Tyler to have the courage to trust his progression. They left Will Mallory wide open, and to hit him and to get that first down so we didn't have to punt the ball that's stuff that veterans do. And it's hard to remember watching that guy play today that he's in his third ever game as a college quarterback. So I thought a great job by our staff all week, proud of our staff, and just great to see a locker room of guys getting to cherish a victory after what we've been through the last couple weeks. Questions?
Coach, we're going to start first with Tim Reynolds from the Associated Press. Tim?
Thanks, Josh. Manny, this thing could have gone south after the last 2 weeks. This thing could have gone south about 5 different times tonight. What's it say about the character of these kids and what their buy-in is that you guys found a way, to get this one?
This team is mentally tough. This team is resilient. We've shown it again and again. It's baked into our DNA at this point, and that's part of the culture of our program. We had to play better. We had to get better as a team. I thought we got better today. I thought our run defense got better today. To hold them to basically 70 yards rushing when you take away the fake punt, that's getting better. That's something that we hadn't been great at. We got better at that today. Hold them for 3 for 14 on fourth down. That's getting better. These are tangible things that we needed to improve to be the team that we wanted to be. The fight is special in that team, and they just hadn't seen the reward of the win. And tonight they got the win, and you watch them as a staff. We watch the players, and you're just so proud. You're so happy for them that they finally get the reward that, in my mind, that they've deserved.
Manny, a quick follow. I saw you embrace Tyler on the field after you did your TV interview. What'd you say to him in that moment?
I just congratulated him. He just, even at that moment, he's just got such moxie and poise, as if it was like, was that a big deal? I'm going to make a point about this too. Tyler's comments during the week could have gone one of 2 directions. And I know for a fact it fired up NC State's defense. And things were said during pregame. It was a big deal. And you don't normally see a quarterback with 2 career starts in conference, both losses, come out and say, hey, we did this, we did that, we expect to do this. And we kind of took that midweek with our team. We figured, well, it's going to rile up NC State's guys. Let's let it rile up our guys. Because really, since we've lost D'Eric, that's been our thing. We've been waiting for somebody to make a play. If you look at the last 2 games, once someone made a play, man, we were hell on wheels from that point on. But we came out a little tentative. We came out because we're lacking our leader. We're lacking the star. And Tyler this week, with what he said and that confidence he exerted, that's a confidence in my mind that our team had been missing. That's a confidence we had not been playing with in the first half of the games. And we doubled down on what he said. We followed what he said. And for him to come out first drive, you could have heard what the guys were saying during pregame warm-ups to him. They were going to do this and they were going to do that. And the plays that Tyler made down the field, that play on third down, I know I mentioned before, but that's big boy ball because it was a play that the coverage they had been running, and we had just been hitting the check down. We were just hit the check down and hope to maybe run for a first down because they're going to be in a drop 8 coverage. And somehow they left Will Mallory wide open. But most quarterbacks would have said, oh, you know what? I've gone check down the last 2 plays. I'm going to predetermine it's check down. And like in slow motion, you saw the Mike linebacker leave Mallory wide open. You're like, oh my God, is Tyler going to throw it to him? And he put it right on him. Big time first down, and we can run the clock out from there. So that to me, hell, I don't even remember what the question you asked was, but we needed something. We needed something to get some confidence on. We needed someone to rally around, and I thought that's what Tyler did today.
You answered it, Manny. Thank you.
Coach, next we'll go to Manny from The Athletic. Manny?
Hey, Manny. So I know you're coming off a win. Congratulations for that. But your boss, Blake James, did some interviews yesterday, and was basically asked if he could guarantee your future here by season's end. And he said he couldn't. He can't look to the future. Obviously, you've been feeling the pressure from the outside. Curious how much that was on your mind, and then also just as a follow-up, can you speak maybe to what Blake has been able to do for you as an athletic director, and just the circumstances surrounding all that?
Yeah, I mean, Blake and I have a good relationship and have had a good relationship, but to me, this is all about competition. I mean, you're competing, right? I mean, that's what tonight was. It's about competing, and competitors want to compete. So whatever comes out 24 hours before kickoff, I mean, to me, that either has something to do with our competition that we have the next night, or it doesn't. It's either helping or it's not helping. So if it's not helping, you don't worry about it. I mean, that's as simple as you put it. I mean, it had been a good week. We'd had the prep. I mean, there's nothing else I can say about it. But people that want to compete. They want to get in there and they want to make things happen. I thought our guys did a hell of a job making that happen and getting a win. And to me, that's where the focus is at. You control what you can control.
Next, we'll go to Gary Furman from Kane Sport. Gary?
Hey, Manny, the result was different tonight, and, at least to the naked eye, there was a lot different about the way it looked. I mean, the team looked the best prepared that it has all season. There was a purpose to the game plan coming out of the gate. You weren't outgained 171-12 tonight. You were stacking the line of scrimmage, taking away their running game on offense. You had defined playmakers, Rambo, Knight, and obviously Van Dyke. It just looked totally different. Was there a method to that, and was that part of any self-evaluation that you guys did as a staff that resulted in the team showing up with a whole different look tonight?
I thought the team's look. It would be foolish for me as a coach to say, oh yeah, we had better plays tonight, put our guys here and there. I thought, I'm gonna go back to what I said earlier about Tyler. I thought our determination and our energy level early on was better tonight. Right, first play of the game against North Carolina, we have a flea flicker for a touchdown, or at least a very big explosive play. We just miss it. So it's not a matter of purpose and the things that you mentioned. I mean, obviously, you're going to always come up with a plan that you feel best to beat each team. And what it took to beat NC State was a little bit different than what it took to beat North Carolina or Virginia or whatever. So I get that. And I'm not denying, to your point, that it looked a lot better tonight. But I thought it looked a lot better tonight because we were confident from the start. Because we talked about that. We had some conversation through the week of, why do we know we're going to win the second half of the games against Virginia and North Carolina? We felt it. We believed it in our core that we're going to win those games. And why did we not feel that way in the first half? And I thought our guys tonight, they went out, they were confident in what they were. I think part of our, I just think we're getting better as a team. I think, secondly, I think some of our lineup changes are having an impact. We had some during the game today that I thought helped us in the second half. And I think we're becoming a purer version of the team that we are going to, we're going to climb up to being as we get onto the season.
And as a quick follow-up, can you just elaborate on what it means to the team to have guys like Jalen and Rambo, stepping out the way they are? And I mean, I won't call them superstars at this point, but they clearly are your defined playmakers right now, and they're making them over and over and over again.
Yeah, I think I can't say enough about Charleston Rambo. I do think, to your point, I think he's reached that status where he's a guy that, in my mind, that defenses have to figure out a way to try and take away, because he's that guy. I mean, he's really, really good. And Tyler made some great plays to get it to him. The RPO for a touchdown was a big time, not only throw, but decision by Tyler to stick it in there. And I just think Rambo's role will just grow more and more. I mean, 9 for 127. That's big time. That's big time. 2 touchdowns. And then Jalen, I mean, obviously it's kind of process by elimination with the running backs. But to Jalen's credit, he's done everything we asked. He's run hard, 20 carries. Not all of them were going to be pretty, but only 3 lost yards in the 20 carries, which I thought was really good. I still think our offensive line is improving and getting better. People were not running the football in that NC State defense. That's a hard defense to run the ball on and to get 420 on offense and all that. I just think I'm with you. I think our guys, I think our batting order is starting to assert itself with all the disruption and the injuries that we've had. I think everybody's roles are starting to define themselves pretty good.
Next up, we'll go to David Lake from 24/7 Sports. David?
Hey, Coach, I just wanted to ask if Blake James gave you a heads up that he was going to do a little media tour, because it seemed a little surprising, the timing of it.
No, I didn't know anything about that.
Did he say anything to you after the game?
Just congratulations. I mean, just normal post-winning stuff. Just all good.
And then I want to ask you about third down. NC State came into this game as the best third down team in the country, and you guys, considering the context of that, had some success on that down. Is that just, again, a credit to Tyler and his progression?
Yeah, there were some big plays that we obviously converted some third down and longs. I mean, obviously 6 of 17 is still, and we did get a 4th down conversion, obviously on the big play to Jalen. Tyler had to make some hard plays. They do a great job. They can go max pressure. They can go max coverage. I mean, I would say Tyler over 3 weeks has faced 3 very, I don't want to say non-traditional defenses, but not very simple defenses to kind of unpack. And his decision-making, I thought, was excellent. I thought he very rarely put the ball in harm's way. If I got us right, I don't think we had a turnover again today, which is a phenomenal job by the O. And again, every one of those third downs was vital for us.
Next, we'll go to Andrea Adelson from ESPN.
Manny, you talked about this team finally getting a reward at the end of a game with a win. Can you just describe why that was so important for these guys, especially as you move forward in the season to sort of stabilize where things are?
Well, because they work so hard. And they're so, well, let me put it like this, Andrea. There are some things that in your core you believe in, right? I mean, any coach would stand on a podium and say, you believe in a team with mental toughness. You believe in a team with resiliency. You believe in a team that never quits, that stays together despite all the odds. And we've had really poor odds that we've had to fight through. And you believe in those things. And you believe if you have a team, if a genie came out of a bottle and said, hey, your team's going to have all these things, you figure that would translate to winning. And when you see a team that has those attributes and it's not happening, you hurt for them. And to their credit, they could have come back Tuesday, Wednesday, and who knows, right? We could have had issues. We could have had problems. We're making some adjustments on depth chart, and everybody just comes back to work. We practice great. We prepare great. I think our Friday run-through was probably the best we've had all year, and it looks the way that it looks. And despite all that, it's still on a razor's edge. It could have gone either way because NC State's got a hell of a team too. So just to get in these close games and finally see your way through, Pitt's got a hell of a team. Obviously, everybody saw what they were like today. We may play a close game the rest of the year. They may all be like this, and I just think that's life in our league. We won a close game against these guys a year ago. So I'm just really proud that their effort is rewarded, and not just their effort, but who they are and their DNA. It should win, and today it did.
We'll wrap up questions with Coach Diaz with Susan Miller-Dagny from the Miami Herald. Susan?
Hey, Manny, congratulations. Do you think it's better to play these teams that have better records? This team was 5-1, and Pittsburgh beat Clemson today. They're 6-1, and now you're going to Pittsburgh. Is it more motivating to play a team like that, let's say, next week?
I'm sure our guys will be very excited to play a Pitt team that's, in my mind, is playing as well as anybody in the country right now. So yes, I guess the most simple answer to your question is yes, we will be motivated to play Pitt, but I'm pretty sure we'll be motivated to play anybody, just where we're at and how desperate we are to find more wins.
Coach Diaz, thank you for your time tonight and congratulations.
Okay, thank you.